Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell from the title and description, I am going to be showing you guys how to get started on Adopt Me, the Adopt Me beginner guide, stuff like values, how to make neons, how to make megas, how to grind in the game, and how to trade properly, value sites to use, and much more. So let's get into it. So first we're going to start in order, and when you join the game you are going to get a starter egg, and when you get a starter egg you will get task for your pet and for your egg, and when you get the task you do the task like petting it or whatever the task is, and when you do a certain amount of task, I think 4 for the starter egg, you will hatch the egg and either a cat or a dog will come out of it. So I am going to use a dog as an example of what you could get out of the starter egg, one of the two things you get out of it. So you will be given a dog, and then once you get given a dog you want to do all the tasks you get for your dog. Once you build up enough money, you are going to be able to teleport to the pet center to adopt eggs. So once you teleport to the pet center to adopt eggs, there's going to be a choice of a cracked egg, whichever egg is in the gumball machine, a pet egg, and a royal egg. And for this we're just going to use the cheapest one. That's probably the first thing you're going to buy. So I am going to use a cracked egg as an example. So we're going to get out a cracked egg and then we're going to hatch it. So after hatching it, you're going to get a pet from either common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, or legendary. And I'm just going to use a common as an example. It's the most common to get. And I have the pet. So we're going to use this mouse as an example. Now you will have a dog and whatever pet you hatched from the egg. So you'll have 2 pets in your inventory. And you can either grind up either of the pets, age up either of them. Once you have the mouse to full grown, there will be a friendship bar, and once you fill up the friendship bar, for each one that you fill up you will get an age potion, and the age potions help age up other pets that you have that are not full grown. So if you use 1 age potion on a common, it'll be full grown. If you use 2 age pots on a uncommon, it'll make it full grown, and so on and so forth. So a certain amount of age pots for a certain rarity to make it full grown. And once you are ready to trade your pets, you can go and get your trader's license. So where you go to get your trader's license, it's one of the buildings back here, the one that has the balance beam or scale. You go back here, you take a little 3-question test of what you think is a scam or not. And once you do that test, you get your trader's license. So I'm going to say from here on, what you want to do is collect 4 pets. And once you collect 4 pets, you're going to want to trade for all of the same pets. So once you have traded for 4 of the same pets, I have 4 corgis. What you're going to want to do is make all of the corgis full grown. Fill all the way up to full grown. It's going to take a bit, but once you get all 4 of them full grown, you're going to want to go to the neon layer. So if you guys are wondering where the neon layer is, it is underneath the Adopt Me bridge. And when I say bridge, it's the main bridge. This one under here. You want to go underneath the bridge and you will find the neon layer, and then once you get your 4 of the same full grown pets to the neon layer, you will place your pets in these 4 things, and once you place them in, it'll start to make a neon and come out like this. This will be your first neon pet, and all pets in this game have value. Okay, so let's take a normal corgi, a neon corgi, and then a mega corgi. The mega corgi will be worth more than the neon corgi, and the neon corgi will be worth more than the normal corgi. But that's just one pet example, because you can have like a normal pet be worth more than a neon or a mega. It just depends the rarity and how old the pet is, and this is where the value sites will start to come in handy. And if you guys want to know how to make a mega, you take 4 of the same neon pets. See, now we have 1 neon. We'll need to get 3 more of the same neons and make these all full grown to get a mega version of it. So once you get a mega version of it, this is what the mega would look like if it's this pet. So 4 of normal pets to make a neon and 4 of neon pets to make a mega. They have to be the same pets and they all have to be full grown. So once you get the pets that you want and you want to start trading, you can use different value sites. This is the main one that I use. So let's see what could be traded for a neon corgi. We're going to use the corgi as an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto here, search the pet that you're trading. This means neon. This means mega. And then you can add fly and ride potions to your pet, which makes them more valuable because you can either fly or ride on them. So ours is a normal one, so we're going to take a normal neon corgi and it is worth 0.48. so let's find something equal to the value of 0.48. So let's scroll down. You can either look for a low tier mega pet or a high tier fly ride pet. So if so for a neon corgi, I could either trade for a, let's see, they would be over a little bit because theirs is worth 0.70 and ours is worth 0.48. I finally found something that is worth about the same. So mine is worth 0.48 and theirs is worth 0.50. So I could probably do this trade. I could trade my neon corgi for a neon badger. But people don't use values all the time. Sometimes you can get better trades, like you can get better pets than what yours is worth, or sometimes people will underpay and give you a worse pet. It just depends if you want to go by value or go by stuff you like. So instead of trading for a neon corgi, I could trade for something a little bit better if somebody is looking for the neon corgi or doesn't know their values. So now I'm going to be showing you an example of something I'm going to trade. I'm not going to look for a certain value, but I also do not want an underpay for my pet. I want to get something fair or an overpay. So I'm going to be trading my Ride Latte Kitsune. Let's see if anybody has an offer for it and if I like the offer. So somebody has sent me a trade for my Ride Latte Kitsune. So let's see what their offer is. Okay, this person's asking for a free pet. I'll just give them something for free. Just give them something that's not a lot of value and something I already have a lot of and I don't really care about. So I'll just give them that for free. But that's something else you can do. I don't recommend giving away pets for free if you don't have a lot of value or stuff. But you can also get stuff for free and you can give people stuff for free as well when it comes to trading. Okay, so I tried trading for a good 5 or 10 minutes and nobody wanted to ride Latte Kitsune or a couple other pets that I tried trading because in this game there is value and there is demand. So I'm going to try trading a Fly Ride Pig, which has some pretty good value because it's an old pet. But I do not like whatever this thing is and I don't think I want this. So I'm going to decline. The pig is very old. It's a couple years old, maybe more. So it has pretty good value. It is only a rare, but that's how some things is. Like if you see this, a mega, it's still not worth as much as the Fly Ride Pig because the Fly Ride Pig just has higher value and higher demand and it's older, even though this thing is literally a mega. But that's fine, it's okay, that's just how it works, and value sites can help you. And I'll put up on the screen right now all the value sites that you can use and a value site of the pets that are dropping and rising. These are all of them. So now that we have that set aside, I'm going to be trying to trade this now just to show you an example of what some trades can look like. Okay, and I didn't end up doing any trades just because I'm not patient enough to sit there and wait for trades, but you do have something called a trade license, and if you click on the trade license and equip it, you can look at your whole trading history. If you you can see that I give away a lot of stuff to people, but here's some of the trades that I've done. So I did a neon flared caterpillar, a normal hair, and a chocolate Dutch guinea pig for a mega fly ride hair, and these are worth like 60 something, so they're worth quite a bit. These are worth 220, and I traded the fly ride owl that was worth 220 for the mega fly ride Siamese cat and the neon caterpillar. I traded all of these pets for the fly ride owl before I traded the fly ride owl. So these are trades going backwards, not forward, but this is just a glimpse of there can be high tier pets that are normal, worth tons of megas and neons that aren't that high tier, but this is just some examples of values. Another thing I'm going to be covering is houses. So if you look at the house that I have tons of baths, beds, food and drink bowls. I have a piano for one of the tasks called a playground task, and I have litter boxes for the bathroom task. So basically this is called a grind house. If you had a bunch of stuff for your pet task, this would be called the grind house. And it's just easy to have this house out. You can like make a whole bunch of different homes and build stuff in them. These are all the ones that I own, but I preferably have this one out because when I do play, it is to grind for coins and to age my pets for age potions, or to make them neon or mega, or if I have friends play with me, they do the same thing. So I've covered how to begin and start the game, get your trader's license, how to make neons, how to make megas, trading values, and houses, how to build them, grinding. Now I'm going to be covering scams. There is scams in this game. There are scammers. There are people that try to scam you, and I don't want any of you guys to fall for it. So this is how to avoid it. So there's a couple scams that I know of. First off, one of them being links. If somebody says, click on this link, do not do it. Do not click on any links ever. And especially do not sign into them because they will ask for your username and password, making it look like you're signing into your actual Roblox account. But it is a scam. Do not do it. The second one I want to talk about is people saying that they will give you a pet after the trade. So let's say that I have a normal pet that's not valuable at all. And let's say the other person has a Flyred Owl and they're like, hey, if you give me this pet first, then I'll give you my Flyred Owl after we do the trade. It's called trust trading. Don't do it. You always want to do one trade. Don't do double trades where you're giving them stuff after or they're giving you stuff after, because they can also report your trade for as well. And you don't want to get your account banned, and you don't want to be scammed either. And another scam that I have seen is people will trade you something that's really like high tier, and they will start asking you questions in the chat to distract you from what they're adding to the trade. So when you add something that's high tier to your trade, they'll add something high tier, but as you're answering the questions, they'll take out the high tier like thing, like a mega frost dragon, and replace it with like a normal frost dragon or something, and they'll try to distract you. So just keep an eye on your trades and know what's actually in the trade window. And the last scam that I know of is buying someone's pet. If they ask you to buy it through like other sites like Cash App, PayPal, anything like that, or through Robux, do not do it because they will probably scam you. And my last advice is before any big event, always grind and save up coins or money for that event, so you will have enough to try to probably buy everything that you have at that event. So right now I am saving up a whole bunch of bucks just in case any new pet comes out that costs bucks, and if I go outside I'll be able to see these event coins. There is an update every Friday. It's not always pets, sometimes it's other stuff, but in this case there's going to be another pet added to the game Friday, so I have some coins saved up. After I already bought all the last week's pets, I start saving them up again for the next event. And that is practically it for the beginner guide. I think I have covered every basic thing to know and adopt me, to get started, like values, how to trade, how to avoid scams, how to make neons, and how to make megas. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know in my comments. I'd love to answer. I'm an old OG Adopt Me player. I've been playing since 2019. So further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.